Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for our weekly recap of Sistas. This is season 3, episode 11, the mid-season finale, and it was titled Unlock It. Ooh, child. Before I jump into this recap review, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. And if you end up liking this recap review, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button along with the share button. Y'all, let's just jump into this review. So it opens up where we left off with Andy busting in her bedroom door or whatever like that, and she sees this little weird ass threesome that Gary got going on, child. So one lady in a suit, one lady on top of him in a lingerie or whatever like that. Andy come in there and she like, what is going on right here? Oh, hey honey. So she like, bitch, get off my man. Get off my man. She got the fist up. And then the girl, she's still dressed or whatever. So I'm like, So he was like, babe, I just want you to stop. Like, calm down. Let me just talk to you. I ain't no talking. Y'all need to get the out of my house. Get the out of my house right now. Where's my phone? She throwing the covers around. I said, Andy, you just walked in the room, girl. But whatever. So he like, you see, talking to the lady in the blue dress. So she like, why you talking to this bitch? Y'all need to get the out of my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. She's like, well, my name is, I don't give what your name is, bitch. Okay, she going off, okay? So she was like, my name is Angela, and this is Jacqueline here, and, I just, like, Gary, like, I just want to explain, I just want to explain. Ain't nothing to explain about. You got 2 bitches in my room. Like, what kind of freaky menage a trois is this? What's going on around here? So, he like, this is a therapy session. Just a therapy. What kind of? Do you think I look like an idiot? You think I look like an idiot? And I was like, girl, I mean, yes. So she like, one person straddling you, and then you got another person watching you. What kind of therapy is this? And I was like, girl, I'm trying to figure it out myself because I must be going to the wrong therapist because, like, I don't have those type of therapy sessions with, that she's straddling me. And, I don't really want to because she married and stuff like that. And that's, no. So, I mean, like, where do I find the therapy that you get straddled and stuff like that? And, because, like, can I look on Google and find it, like, the straddling therapist and stuff? I mean, I'll still keep my other therapist because she is awesome. And, she helped my mind and stuff and helped my anxiety and all that other stuff. But, and my depression, you know what I'm saying? But, the straddling part, I really would like to invest in that. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe I go on Google. So, I'm going to have to ask Gary where he found her information. Like, she just posted on a billboard, like the straddling. I'm getting off kilter. Let me focus back on the show. But anyway, Andy like, I'm calling the police. And so Angela, the therapist, child, she like, well, this is Jacqueline. She's a professional. What? A professional whore? She was like, you know what? We're just gonna send you out, Jackie. I'm sorry about all this. Thank you for your time. So Angela sends Jackie on about her business, child. I said, wait a minute. So Jackie, a professional in it? So maybe I signed up for the wrong profession because then, I mean, I don't want to be straddling strangers, but I mean, we clothed and stuff like that. Like, how much do Jacqueline get paid to just straddle somebody and get them thinking, boom, I want to have sex and stuff like that? Like, maybe Google know that too. But at any rate, y'all. Anyway, let me get back because I keep going. My mind be wandering. But let's see. So Gary's trying to explain, but Angela like, no. Explain it how we talked about it, Gary. Okay. So like I was having issues with you because of that guy, so every time I look at you and want to touch you and stuff, I think of that guy that was touching you and stuff. And so I went and I just go ahead, Gary, talk about it. You touch my man one more time. Touch him again. So she was ready to pop. So he like, no, see, you see, okay, let me get back. I was well, can you just explain because you got a better idea on what? Okay, so I'll explain. So Gary was struggling about, having intimacy with you from, whatever issue y'all had. And so we use models to help cope in a sexual position to, bring out and allow the person to say what they want to say to their partner, but otherwise can't say to their partner because, it may not go as well as with the model and stuff. So Andy like, So this is bullshit. Okay, this is bullshit right here. And you know what? My fiance be going to the gym for about 6 hours, so I don't feel loved. I don't feel touched. I don't feel comfortable or anything like that. You think you can give me a male model that will make me feel, a little comfy and a little warm and stuff like that to straddle me or me straddle him and stuff like that? So, can you help? You think this is a joke? You think this is Yes, I think this is a joke, Gary, because you know what? I don't even care about this. When I get back, I know you better be gone and you better be gone. Unlock it. Unlock it. So he like, if I unlock this ring, it's over. Good. So he get the key, the other ring, he unlocked the ring, child. She was like, I'm sick of your shit. He was like, yeah, okay, go be with the guy you was with last night. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Thank you for the suggestion. And so then she was like, and Dr. Quack, if this is such a good professional thing, why wasn't I notified before I walked up in here to see my man being straddled by your professional model? Just all I know is y'all better be gone. And then she left, y'all. I said, ooh, Andy, I like this Andy. I don't like that other Andy where she just be falling for everything and then just taking Gary back and stuff like that. I don't like that Andy. But this Andy, I said, go ahead, girl, go ahead. We see Danny, child. Danny get on my MF nerves. So Danny with Preston. So they sit on the couch and she was like, well, I'm gonna just go to bed. He was like, oh, okay, baby. I was waiting, for you to come home and say. She was like, oh no, I want to go to sleep. Preston wondered about chicken wild out because it probably been a while because she been up her own ass, this for the last 10 episodes, child. But at any rate, he like, oh, she was like, well, no, I just want to go to sleep or whatever. I had a long day. He was like, oh, okay, I understand, baby, because I had a long day with the bull and stuff. And this bull is pretty. This is a pretty bull. You know what I'm saying? I had some pictures somewhere. Where my phone at? No, don't even worry about it, babe. Don't even worry about it. He was like, yeah, I can show you pictures later. But let me tell you about this mating. If we made this bull with we gonna make some money. So I was like, I was interested in hearing how they mate and stuff like that, because that's interesting. If you ever saw like Dirty Job and he what's the man name? I can't think of the man name. But when he had to mate the horses, oh child, that was nasty. He had to like, y'all gotta watch it. But anyway, she want to bring up how they don't have nothing in common and think about what they got in common. And he was like, well, we like laughing. We like laughing. Okay, Preston, and what else we like? I guess we don't really have a lot in common. She was like, yeah, because you don't like basketball. He was like, and you don't like the hold downs, She was like, no, because, back in my day, a hold down was Brenda. She was bow-legged, and she was walking the strip, and she fell down. You know what I mean? Hold down. So he was like, so where you from? Brenda's bow-legged? Preston be cracking me the hell up. I don't care what nobody say. So she basically saying the only thing they got in common is sex or whatever. And my thing is, won't you talk about other things? Won't you do stuff so y'all can have stuff in common? If you claim that you happy in a relationship with him and he makes you happy, you feeling happy or whatever, but y'all don't have anything in common because he country, you not country, won't y'all do other things that maybe could spark y'all interest together? But instead of wrangling horses or cows and chickens and you doing you twerking and popping and smoking weed all the time, won't y'all get out that little ass apartment and find some shit to have in common? But no, Danny just like, we just don't have a lot in common and stuff. So he was like, oh, okay, so I thought you was happy. She was like, I am happy with you or whatever. He was like, well, apparently you're not. She was like, I am happy. It's just that, I'm used to being by myself. I'm used to living by myself. And when I have a hard day at work, I usually just want to come home, take a bath or whatever, and just be alone and smoke my weed or whatever. So he was like, okay, so bet. I'll go stay with my cousin, and then until I can get a place of my own or whatever. And so she was like, so you're not upset? He was like, no, I'm not upset. But, you know, it makes sense how you just kept leaving out the house and all this other stuff. Why didn't you just tell me what was going on or whatever? She was like, well, I ain't want to make you upset. He was like, all right, well, I'm going to go run you a bath, and I'm going to go ahead and fix you a plate, and so you can, you know, do your daily thing or whatever like that. So I was like, look at this man. He still want to run you a bath, even though you lacked in communication, and telling him what the issue was. Like, just tell him, like, you need some moments alone by yourself. Maybe he could take a walk, and then you can have your decompressing time or whatever. But, like, just talk to the man. He was just like, I wish you would have communicated with me or whatever. Like, he still want to bathe, give you a bath, and give you a goddamn meal. Girl, bye. She getting on my goddamn nerves. Calvin and Maurice. So Maurice is expecting company, which the company will be Q. So, Calvin basically like, so not Calvin, what's his name? Maurice was basically like, you won't have to leave or whatever. So Calvin was like, I pay rent up in here. I ain't finna go nowhere. So he was like, all right, well, just be ready for a lot of ass being thrown around here or whatever. He was like, I don't even know why I moved in with you. Maurice was like, yeah, that was a mistake. So Calvin like, well, I want my money back, yada, yada, yada. He was like, yeah, ain't getting it. So, he gonna answer the door, Q at the door. So he was like, your sticky finger friend is here or whatever. So he was like, all right. Maurice on the phone, he calling somebody. Child, he ended up calling Bree, handed the phone to Calvin. And Calvin like, hello? Bree? She like, Calvin? He like, yeah. I don't know why Maurice. She was like, Maurice called me. I don't know why Maurice called you. But Maurice is like, well, I'm going to my room. So he going to the room with Q. Calvin and Bree talk. She ended up asking him to come over or whatever so they can chit chat. So that was that. Andy down at the salon. Pam like, girl, I like that suit. You is wearing that. Where you get it from? It's impolite to ask a girl where. It's impolite to ask me where I got my clothes from. What you mean? We black. We do that. I was like, Andy, you could have just told her you got it from Saks Fifth. Girl, goddamn. So she was like, well, where Karen at? She in her office, girl. She is in a mood, okay? She was like, why she in a mood? Because one of her old stylists that stole all her clients, girl. All her clients, okay? She was like, all right. She was like, all right, go back there. But beware. So she go back there. She starts talking to Karen. Karen is like, not Karen. Andy is like, look, I need to talk to you. Karen like, it's about him. Look, I just need my best friend right now. All right, go ahead. So she starts telling her, you know, what happened with Gary and stuff like that. And she like, okay. She was like, look, let me finish. Okay, let me finish what's going on. So she like, you know, they was clothed and stuff, but like, that's just weird. She was like, okay, well, I have heard of that. Therapists coming to help clients work out on their sex issues and stuff like that. I had a client, her and her husband worked it out and stuff. But you know, what issues y'all having? She was like, you heard of that? You don't think that's weird? I mean, yeah, I think it's weird, but I have heard of it. You sure? Girl, as much as how I feel about Gary, I would not lie to you or whatever. She was like, all right. Well, what issues y'all having? You know, like that whole Paris thing, you know, he be saying like he can't really see me past Paris touching on my body and stuff like that. So, you know, he needed to do all that and stuff. So she was like, oh, okay. She was like, you know, then he go into the gym using the same excuse that he used when he had his wife, and then he went to the gym last night for 6 hours, girl. He didn't come back until the morning time. She was like, oh, okay. Would you stop saying, oh, okay? Well, what you want me to say, Andy? What do you want me to say? Like something, girl. And I'm like, girl, you get them. What is it? They leave you the way you got them or something. What's the saying go? How you got him is how they leave you or some shit like that. You got him cheating, so you think he not going to girl bye. But anyway, she like, well, what's your intuition tell you? That he lying? Well, go with that, okay? Go with that, okay? When is it going to happen for me? I'm just going to find a man, and he just want me for me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no drama, ain't no nothing. I said, girl, you met the man and he was married. What did you expect? She was like, well, you know, you can't let drama find you. You can't let drama find you. She was like, you know what? I need a drink. She was like, oh, girl, say less. I got you. Here we go. Bottle right here. Got 2 glasses. Let's drink up. Andy guzzled that goddamn glass of apple juice so fast. I said, girl. So we see Danny. She getting out the shower. Preston left. And he left a note or whatever for her, saying that he went to the farm and, you know, he'll go play the food, enjoy. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you later, whatever. Child, she sat down and was like, thank God. I said, you couldn't, like, really smile and just be happy. Like, the man still cooked you a meat. Girl, bye. I wouldn't have cooked her shit. Anyway, Andy and Karen, they coming out the office or whatever like that. And Andy's saying that she gonna go home and she gonna talk to him. And so, here go Pam. Y'all talking again? We ain't never stopped talking, Pam. Okay, all right. I'll talk to you. Bye, Andy. So, she leave or whatever. So, she turned to Karen and was like, ooh, she be killing those clothes. So, Karen was like, Pam, where you get your hair done? Last week? No, that wasn't the same hairstyle that you had yesterday. Oh, you know, I just washed it and recurled it when I got... You're lying, Pam. You're lying. You went to go see Isaiah. I mean, but he charging less, girl. You know, I got to watch my coins. But he don't got the overhead that I got, Pam. Exactly. That's why he can charge low. It's smart. I was cracking up. So then we see Zach. He pulled up. I think it was a Benz he pulled up in. It was a nice white Benz, clean, child. He come out the car. He clean in that suit. I said, okay, Zach. So he come out there. Pam like, that's your car, Zach. Yeah, that's mine. Okay. Oh, you looking good in that suit, Zach. You back to slanging? He like, no, I ain't back to slanging. Okay. And he was like, well, Karen, can I talk to you? She was like, yeah. Pam was about to leave. I was, where I'm going? Home, Pam. Home. I'll lock up. Okay. But let me get my phone because I want to take a picture of Zach before he go to jail. Stay free. Cracking up. So she leave, and then Zach, he starts talking to Karen or whatever like that, and he asking her like, I already know, you know, that you know what's going on. Karen try to act like she don't know what he's talking about, but he like, look, if I would have came up here and you didn't know, you'd have been like, where you get that car from? Where you slanging? You better not get in trouble, yada, yada, yada. So she like, all right, well, I heard Danny told me or whatever. He was like, yeah, I knew. She was like, yeah, Danny told me, but not Bree. So he gives her the envelope, and it's the money that, remember, he got the cashier's check, and it's money that he owed her for 3 years, and yada yada yada. So she says thank you. And what happened, child? So he was just like, I love you, or something like that, and she was just like, I love you too, Zach. And then he ended up fist pounding her and stuff. So he starts turning away to leave. So she was like, where you going? He was like, you don't want to know the answer to that. She was like, oh, okay, you going to Fatima's. So he was like, you jealous? And she was just like, no, but I ain't never seen you like this. It looks good on you. And he was like, well, you got something to say or whatever. And then he get all up in her personal space or whatever. And so she was like, what you want me to say? Like, we should get back together, start over. No, we both done said that too many times. So I think we should just let it be, okay? And so he was like, well, I agree with that. And then he gave her a kiss on the cheek. And then I think he said he loved her too again. And then she was like, bye, Karen. So she was like, enjoy the rest of your night. And he was like, oh, I will. And then she was like, and I'm happy for you. He was like, all right, bye, Karen. Did he leave? The scene to me, it took me a lot of places. It was nice when he gave her the check. That was cool or whatever like that. But I was just like, damn, all 3 years she put up with his nonsense or whatever like that. And then they broke up. And then he then came up. And then he got his life on track and stuff like that. And then 3 years she had to deal with that bum. And then he then came up. And then he then moved on to somebody else. So I was just like, damn. But then when he was just like acting like, oh, you jealous and all this other stuff, I was like, oh, he doing too much for me in this scene. Like, dude, just give her the check, act humble, because that shit could be taken just like that, okay? So just act humble. And he like, you jealous? Oh, I'm gonna have a good time, trust, and all this other stuff. Like, it was like rubbing it in her face, like, oh, you missed out, you lost out, I got me a better woman, or something like that. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that scene. I just wish he would have just went over there. He could have been, you know, in his nice car, nice suit or whatever like that, and then just gave her the money and said what he said, and just be like, you know what, take care, Karen. I hope. He ain't even had to say, like, I hope the best and all that. He don't even had to say that, even if, you know, if you don't believe it. But he could have just been like, you know, I love you. she said she loved him, and then bye. And then he could have just left out the door. Like, you don't want to hear that, and then just left. But the whole you jealous and like all that was unnecessary to me. Like, boy. Anyway, Andy at work. So Andy, she calling Robin, and she telling him that she got the proposal for the paperwork for the settlement and stuff. He was like, "Damn, you got that fast?" She was like, "Yeah, I got it." So you at your hotel? He was like, "No, I'm in the office." She was like, "Where?" So he at her door and stuff, child. So he was just like, "Oh, dang. Well, I wish I was at the hotel. Or maybe I pretend like I didn't get that call and I'm at the hotel and stuff." So they flirting big time with each other and whatnot. He notices that she don't have no ring on. So he asking all these questions. What did it have to do with the, situation last night? She like, no. He like, you sure? She like, yeah. And so she don't really want to talk about it. So he just let it go. He asked her, do she got some liquor and stuff? She like, oh yeah, I got a bottle. So she go pull out a bottle. She go send him off to the break room to get some glasses and stuff and whatnot. They talking and drinking and stuff. And when he left, she was like kind of talking herself off the ledge, like, Andy, girl, what is you doing? So he come back, and then I guess they were sitting there and drinking a long ass time because they ended up finishing the bottle. And she like, have you ever felt like you met someone before and have you ever felt like you just met somebody, however you known them for years or whatever? And he was like, yeah, I was about to say the same thing. And as he talking, he walking over to her side of the desk, pulling her out the chair, child, getting all close in the personal space. I said, ooh. And then he was like, and I feel like I kissed you before. She was like, I would have remembered if you did that. And he started kissing her. I said, oh, Lord, they about to barbecue wow out on the desk. Woo, child. Anyway, we see Fatima. She's sipping wine. I guess she was looking at TV. I don't know, child. But Zach coming in looking all dapper again. And she like, oh, okay, you looking like 00 Negro and stuff. And he like, and she like something. He was like, no. She said, you look like 000, but you should have spent that money on a place instead of a suit. He was like, what if I told you I did? She was like, how you do that with $25,000? He was like, what if I told you I got more than that or whatever? She was like, what? And so he started telling her about the stock and stuff. And she like, what kind of stock is this? And he told her his plan to, become like chain breakers and stuff like that. And she like, well, I need to verify this stock and stuff. He was like, oh, you need a blue check or whatever. He said he wanted to take her out to like this fancy, expensive ass restaurant and stuff. And she was like, well, no, you ain't got to do that, already cooked. He was like, but I want to take you there. She was like, all right, but I don't know how much you made, but you need to make sure you put money into the side for taxes or whatever. And so he was like, okay. So then he want her to bare her soul, pretty much. He want her to talk and tell him, like, in real time, in real conversation, like, what they want to do and stuff. So he like, I really want you. I really like you or whatever. I ain't never had a girl like you. I like the way you smell. I like the way you smile. I like the way you taste. I like the way you choke me when you ride at me and stuff. She was like, well, like that. I said, oh, shit, bitch, stop. So she was like, you give a man confidence. No, he was like, you give a man confidence and stuff like that. And he just telling her, like, what she did for him. Because he said all his life, he ain't never had nobody speak life into him or speak power into him the way she has. Not his mama, his aunts, nobody or whatever. So she was just saying, like, well, how do I compare to the other girls and stuff? And he was like, there is no comparison. Like, I want to be with you. Like, this, I want you, pretty much, or whatever. So he was telling her, like, even when he heard the information about the stock, he wasn't sure he was going to put anything down on it because he didn't know anything about it, but he heard her voice in his head. So that's why he put, the money on the stock and stuff. So he was like, he made up a little hashtag name for them, Zactima or some shit like that. So he was like, you going to be down with the team? And she was just like, I don't know. So he started kissing on her child. That's her soft spot. So she was like, all right, yeah. So they a couple now. I said, about damn time. We see Calvin. He go over to Bree's house. They chit-chatting and talking and stuff like that. And pretty much, she apologizes and says that she was scared. And she just wants to take the relationship in her own, make the relationship her own. Like, do their relationship how they want to do their relationship and ask what everybody else think about their relationship and stuff. And I said, duh, girl, you should have been to that. Like, whatever. So I guess they together, they kissed and stuff. And then they want to buy a chicky wow wow later. So at Karen's, Aaron come over with some ice cream. She tell him what happened at the salon and stuff and how her clients being, poached and stuff like that. And she like, look, I'm going to eat this ice cream. You find a good movie. So they going to have movie and ice cream. He starts telling her what happened at this abstinence thing that he leads and stuff like that. And he felt like a hypocrite. And so he finally told them what happened. And then he was asked to... he basically was fired from that position and stuff. So she feels bad about it. And he like, don't feel bad. It's okay. But because I want to do it over and over and over again with you. She was like, see, that's your problem. That's your problem. And he was like, well, it wouldn't be a problem if we got married. She like, you're so silly, boy. So then he like, no, I'm serious. Like, will you marry me, Karen? And she started laughing and feed him some ice cream and was like, let's watch this movie, child. I said, I know that's right. So then we see Maurice and Q. Child, Maurice is in Blitz and he want to go again. So Q was like, what time it is or whatever. And so Maurice was like, it's Maurice and Q time. Because, he think he done found him a little boo thing or whatever. So Q sits up and was like, Maurice, I got to tell you something. I'm thinking he about to say, something that disastrous or something like that, child. I mean, I guess this was bad. But I'm thinking he about to say something else, No, child. He said he gave for pay. And Maurice was like, okay, well, congratulations, happy birthday, happy anniversary, but you ain't getting shit from me. He was like, you fixing to pay me. He was like, I'm not paying you nothing. What I'm going to pay you is to get up out my bed, get up out my house. I said, how you going to be gay for pay? Like, ain't nobody at the club knew this. The bartender know everything about Q, but he ain't know that Q was gay for pay. Like, child, bye. So Q ends up getting a phone call as he getting, getting dressed and stuff. He picked up the phone, child. He was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm with this bitch ass nigga. I said, who are you talking to? And Maurice was like, who are you calling the bitch? You got to get your ass up out my house or whatever. So Q got his drawers on and stuff. And I don't know where he got the gun from, child. But he pulled the gun out and pointed it at Maurice and was like, you finna go down to that bank, okay? And we finna rob your sweet ass, okay? I want all the money out the bank. And Maurice was like, and that's how I went off. I said, child, boo. I said, why they can't just ever have Maurice get a boo thing? Why he can't have no boo thing? Come on, Tyler, do better. Why he can't have nobody that love him? Like, he all up on Calvin Straight. Like, what was the other dude? Oh Lord, the one who Maurice knocked the beep out. He was all acting like he was into him. Then he ended up beating up Maurice. And now Q finna rob him. I said, child, why they can't never have Maurice get a boo? Like, Tyler got to do better. I cannot. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this mid-season finale. Okay, because I got a lot of questions, especially about that therapy thing. And, but I'll look it up on my own. I'm going to Google later on. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all felt. Put it down there in the comments below. If y'all ended up liking this recap review, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button along with the share button. And again, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.